Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sage 2025 Showcase. And we're going to be checking out Sufferix 6, Attack of X, which is quite a title. I don't know what it means exactly, but we'll find out together. This is a Sonic fan game, basically, but it's using like a human character, which I think is the developer's own original character. It might also be kind of a self-insert character. We'll read the actual report on that with the Sage page in a bit. But before we begin, of course, if you like the video, do think about giving a like, maybe subscribing if you're into that. That's pretty cool if you want to do that. If you want to come over to Twitch, maybe hang out with us, lurk, talk, whatever you want to do, think about coming by. We have a lurk command so you can be actively participating as a viewer but not have to say anything. And of course, if you want to socialize, that's really cool as well. I hope everybody's doing well today, speaking of that, on the current Twitch chat. But yeah, come on by if you feel like it. We also have a pretty cool Discord server you can check out if you want to hang out. It's pretty chill there. We have a coffee link if you want to help us directly monetize the content. And I really appreciate it if you might consider it. It really does help. And we also have a merch store where you can buy some cool stuff there if you'd like to. All links are in the description, and you can check them out at your leisure. But we also have here today Chrisovs and Fair.
Hello.
Hello, you two. I hope this game is decent. I guess we'll find out. So I don't mean to start on a negative impression, but we did actually start this game up before this video started. So just to set up, this game is currently at 13% volume, and it still feels a little loud, but I think it's okay here. At 100% volume, we died. No, actually, I lowered it to 10%. It's at 10% volume right now in the volume mixer. We kind of all just collectively died when we started the game because everything was very loud. And you might notice, if you got an ear for music, that the title screen music, as well as the music we're listening right now, there's something wrong with the quality of it. It's muddy. It sounds like it's recorded in a low kilohertz. And it doesn't sound very good. So
sounds like it's coming out of bad speakers.
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming out of bad speakers, which honestly made me wonder if my ears were being bad or if my headphones were being bad. No, it's not your sound system, just to let you guys know. It's just, that's how they recorded the music, I guess. Not sure why. I could actually dig into it and look at the sound. Oh, actually, you know what? It's really easy to access. Hold on. Title. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Let me open this in Audacity real fast. Let me see what kilohertz it is.
And let's not forget that when we started the very first time we started the game, it crashed immediately.
Okay, so this is weird. I just opened the title screen music, and according to Audacity, this is indeed stereo, and it is indeed 44.1 hertz, or however you read that, which is fine, or kilohertz. That is a normal enough quality. A 32-bit float, it's fine. Technically, the quality is fine according to the Audacity. So it's recorded in the right kilohertz, but it still sounds terrible, so I don't know what happened there. But yeah, sorry, it's sort of a negative note, but I just noticed some presentation things right off the bat that make me a little leery to check this one out, but we're still going to do it. Sage is a showcase of just all sorts of things, all sorts of quality levels. We're not always going to play the most polished things. I want to see what this has, though. So let's look at the look at its Sage page. So this says, stop a robotic uprising at the hands of a 14-year-old mad scientist in a Sonic-inspired platformer. 14-year-old mad scientist, alright. So a little bit like Dexter, then. When Sufferix's parents left for their business trip on the last day of middle school, Sufferix decided to take a little nap, quotation marks, before school started. Little did he know that his habit of oversleeping would take him on an adventure he would never expect. Play as Sufferix 6, a pale-skinned 14-year-old. Oh, that's his name. It sounds like the title of some sort of little team of 6 people. But Sufferix 6, the 14-year-old mad scientist. That's just his name. His parents named him after his grandfather, I guess. I don't know. Sufferix 5. Pale-skinned 14-year-old with a penchant for speed as he spins, runs, and jumps his way through ancient temples, deserts, mines, factories, defeating robot minions dealing with familial tension. Oh no, with Sufferix 5, his grandfather probably. And eventually facing X, a 14-year-old mad scientist with a robotic army at his disposal. Oh wait, so X is the 14-year-old mad scientist, and Sufferix 6 is the 14-year-old hero. Okay, everybody's 14 in this universe, got it. And his grand weapon of destruction while collecting the talismans, mystical stones with power to change reality, for X could collect them all, so Chaos Emerald. So this is basically a Sonic game, but you play as a human kid, and you're fighting off the human kid that's also a mad scientist, I guess. Orbs are energy scattered due to the placement of the talismans. As long as Sufferix has at least one orb, he can sustain damage. Yep, rings. Touching a giant ring will grant 50 orbs. So we replaced all the elements of Sonic games, but we still have giant rings. Instead, it could be a giant orb, but all right. Like they copy cut and replaced, except for they kept the giant ring. Okay. So this is a game inspired by many handheld games from the past, such as the Nintendo DS or the Game Boy Advance, and heavily inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog and other media. This game has been in development for the past 4 years or so. Okay. Demo contains placeholder assets, music, sound effects, no save load system, 3 modes of play, and 2 cutscenes. I wonder how many levels it has. It tells me how many cutscenes there are, but not how many levels there are. Interesting. X himself is not featured in the demo. He will appear in the full game. Only the mainline stage and 2 cutscenes are kept in the demo. No special stages are added in this demo. Actually, that's very helpful information. Now I know not to go for special stages. And the final bosses are not featured. Oh, does that basically mean that all the game stages are there except for the final boss isn't there, and most of the cutscenes aren't there? Sounds like it actually has a lot of stages. Then I don't know. Only time attack and competition are included as extra game modes, which can be a lot after being in the game. So this is actually a full game, I guess, even though it describes itself as a demo. But it's a full game. It's playable start to finish, but it's very unfinished all the same, I guess. Also, apologies for word jank or hiccups. This is my first actual game. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. We all gotta start somewhere. I get the impression, though, that maybe the dev is also 14 years old. He does seem to be interested in 14-year-old characters. I'm assuming he's also 14 years old. Would explain some of the presentation.
Or he started when he was 14.
Or he started when he was 14, yeah. Anyways, he's probably a young developer, so I understand some of the jank. It's fair. Let's see what we got. Also, this is using the Open Surge engine. If you remember from a few videos ago, guys, there was an Open Surge game that used the Open Surge example levels as if they were their own zones. As long as he doesn't do that, I think I'm okay with his game. Let's see what he actually has. Let's see what he's created.
Now, this background is much better.
Everybody's 14 in this universe. So anime? I guess so. A city arbitrary. Oh, I'm on a skateboard. I'm cool. Oh, what is this camera doing? Do you guys see this camera? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, this background is so busy. Oh no. Oh no. At the foreground. Oh no. I guess I'll just hold right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll hold left now. I guess I'll hold right now. I guess I'll fall now. I guess I'll go back up. Alright, I guess I'll hold left again. Oh, maybe I gotta do a jump there. Maybe I actually gotta do input. There. Okay. I mean, it's hard to tell, because there's a lot, there's like some banners. I'm on the ceiling again.
Oh, and you've got a time limit.
Oh, it's going up. Oh wait, I do have a time limit. Why do I have a timer and why do I have a time limit and a timer at the same time, exactly? Can I spin dash, or? Oh, no, the answer is no, you just kind of slide around. Alright, so what do I do in this situation? Do I have any sort of boost? I mean, I do kind of move pretty fast, but I don't think I have enough. Here, let's try this. Well, shame about the time limit, because I'm kind of stuck in a loop with Sonic 1 level of controls, as in, I can't do a spin dash, so how do I get out of this? I'm in purgatory. Okay. I mean, I get a little speed when I jump, I guess, but...
Restart the level.
There's only a pause. I can't do anything on the pause. Alright. Wait. Did I get out? No, I didn't quite get out. He looks so angry, especially when he jumps. I appreciate the level. Like, honestly, though, I think they did do all their graphics themselves. I will say, I just immediately complained about the graphics, and for good reason. This is way too busy and it hurts the eyes. But, I will say, they put a lot of work in those backgrounds and stuff. Like, I can see the workload put into this. It's just, it doesn't land, you know? It doesn't look good. Why am I collecting those even though they're above me? Alright. Oh no, not again! Alright, it isn't just Orbitop framework, it is also Open Surge. Nobody can do slopes right. You sometimes get stuck in them. Oh well.
There's some proper parallax going on, at least, in the background.
Yeah, that's true. This is, like, with how busy it is, it's not parallax, it's repair a ton. Oh no, too slow again. This feels horrible to play. Why can't I, like... This desperately needs some sort of spin dash hop and some sort of ability just to go really fast on the spot.
And we're on level 1.
I'm stuck. I'm basically stuck.
We're in level 1.
Yes, the first level. No! I tried so hard! I knew it was coming up, so I tried. Maybe if I disengage the ceiling before that section and drop down to the left. I don't know if that's death, but... Oh, wait, what? Do you want to quit? Oh, good, there is a quit option. It's open search embedded. Also, he plays bad. He's on his skateboard, so he, like, slides around. Also, you see how long it takes to stop? You see how long it... Look at this. I'm holding right. Now, watch this. I'm gonna hold left now. Eventually we'll go left. Eventually we'll go left. Eventually we'll go... There we go. We're going now. Actually, what's over here? Ah! What? He doesn't want to move until he gets a boost. That's why I can't get out of that loop early, too, because, like, there's no way to build up speed with him. But yeah, I literally can't focus my eyes on this screen or I will get a headache. It's too much. It looks terrible. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to jump off the ceiling before the loop. So where's that loop? Is it around here? I'm gonna jump off. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Death Pit. I have to do the loop. I have to do the loop. I had a feeling that it was probably forcing me. Because, you know, in a Sonic game, typically there's multiple paths. Like, if you do really well, you can stay on an upper path, but if you don't, you'll fall to a lower path you can do instead. But this seems to have only one path, and if you can't do it, too bad.
It did say something about please see the controls, by the way.
Maybe I should, but... Let's see here. Please see controls. Okay, one little comment I could make. You can list the controls here. You know? Also, you could tell, like, okay, please see controls. Alright. So there's no options menu. There is only an option to start the game. Where do I see the controls? I'm going to the game folder. There's nothing, there's nothing here. Read me. Okay, read me. Here. I'll open that. Had trouble finding it because there's a lot of files in the folder. Yeah, so all the face buttons just jump. I noticed that. Pause, start, back, quit. D-pad move. L and R to switch character? Is that what I need to do? A switch character? Okay, L and R don't do anything. Wait, what was the keyboard button for that? Let's see.
Left control.
Left control? Okay, thanks. No, that doesn't do anything. I think that the README file explaining the controls, I believe that's just the OpenSearch default README. So it's just giving the generic controls for OpenSearch games, not specifically controls for this game. But yeah, this is certainly something if I can't beat the first level. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong with that loop-de-loop. Clearly you're supposed to just circle around it. But, like, developer, you literally didn't consider what the player would do if they got stuck in the middle of the loop? Like, really? Like, how would you not consider that? There's no way to get instant speed, so you literally get stuck. This is like a worse version. Has anybody played Sonic 1 and they got to the, Has anybody played Sonic 1 and they got to... You know, they got to a loop-de-loop and they didn't have enough speed for it, so they had to back up a whole bunch to actually do the loop-de-loop, because otherwise they just couldn't get past it. It's like that, but worse, because I can't back up. And there's no extra speed. There's just, as far as I can tell, there's left and right and jumping. That's all I can do. So all I am trying to do... I'm just holding left right now, because that's the direction that gave me momentum. Okay, that time I just got lucky and the ramps worked for me, so I may have through. I may have through because the ramps decided to be nice this time. Oh, good! I was suspicious of those pits. Please say there's a checkpoint. No, you're gonna make me... Okay, so if I lose after the loop-de-loop, I don't have a checkpoint. And I have to do it again.
And you collect things that are like a foot above your head.
Also, remember how quickly I turn left and right. Now imagine how that feels about jumping pits. Okay, the loop-de-loop agreed with me today. I'm just gonna go... I can't go real slow, there's a time limit. Ah. Oh, that gap is huge, too. Oh, there's a... Oh, where am I going? I don't know. I'm scared. Also, why do a Sonic up timer? Which, by the way, that up timer will probably kill me at 10 minutes, which is fine. That's fair. You know, that's fair. But also, why have a limited... Oh, gosh. Why also have a limited timer on top of that, though? What? Are you trying to be mean, is what I'm trying to ask here. Like, yeah, I see what I'm supposed to do. I hit this, I bounce there, I go up there, I have momentum, I go there. I get what they're trying to make me do. But if everything is jank and things break physics-wise... I didn't make a large enough jump! Okay. And I have to do the loop-de-loop again, because there is no checkpoint. Yeah, of course, why would I expect fair checkpoint placement? Okay, my dude, I know this is your first game, but it's showing a little too strongly that it's your first game.
Yeah, pro tip. Always test level 1 the most.
I mean, given how janky he is, I'm surprised that he got through it himself. I assume he played it to make sure he could get through it, right? Dev, you did play your levels to make sure they were beatable before sending it off, right? Well, let's all cross our fingers.
I was about to...
Ah! There's one part... That part of the wall there can kick me off sometimes, so... What'd you say? Sorry. I was lamenting.
I was going to ask if Sage curates their games, but knowing how many submissions there are, obviously not.
The only curation is that basically if something has inappropriate content, that it has to be marked, and also that people submit by the deadline to put their thing in shades. That's like the two requirements.
Not that it has to be beatable.
Actually, could somebody do me a favor and go to Sage and just tell me, did this game get a patch? I don't normally update games after I start playing them, but this is so bad that I may as well check.
On it.
There's a difference between, oh yeah, there's just a few bugs that I can ignore, and, oh yeah, this game doesn't function. Like, sometimes the patch is really important to check for. And I made it through the loop-de-loop. The loop-de-loop decided that I can play today. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I did everything right. I think I just messed up that... Oh, I messed up that jump this time. So, do you see how there's a purple banner on the ground? Maybe you noticed that. I know there's a lot of information, but there's a purple banner like this one here. Oh. Is this a checkpoint? I found a checkpoint. I guess I just always jumped over it. I mean, to be fair, it's black and white. No wonder I didn't see it in this mess. Okay, so I have a checkpoint. This is huge, especially considering that it doesn't look like my lives actually decrease. I'm still at 3. So I think I'm actually fine. I think I can beat the stage, actually.
And nope, last update September 5th.
Okay, just wanted to double check. Yeah, but these banners look like pits, especially since pits are dangerous.
What do you mean September 50?
Wait, what? Okay, now there's a thing saying, should be fixed and a new build is up on September 24th. When did you grab this?
I just realized something else. I'll answer your question in a second. So, I can't find the checkpoints because there's so much, like, visual noise and everything is colorful, and this is the checkpoint right here. Look at this guy. But I just realized another reason I could never find the checkpoints. You know another reason I couldn't find the checkpoints?
They look like...
Because of these things! These look like checkpoints, too, if that's how they look. Oh my gosh, you can't find the checkpoints. When did I get this build? Well, when did I set up Sage again? Chris Oz would know this question. Indie Games is the second batch I went through. Remember how we had 2 batches?
Mm-hmm.
if could you check our Discord messages to see when I told you the game list, I guess, for the indie games.
Yep.
By the way, there is like maybe some level design here because I could fall and not immediately die. There's another area, so there's actually like some layers level now. Where am I going? Where am I? Oh, wow. It's amazing how many times they're like, yeah, you just climb this ramp, you know, without your spin dash that you don't have and stuff. Like, like, Dev, this is like... Some people would make something like this for a Sonic 1 ROM hack for trolling, for intentional trolling. Oh, and by the way, the level... That ramp is wrong. Look. There's a ledge I can stand on there. It's not lined up properly. They didn't line up their slopes properly. No wonder I'm messing up on them so bad. See?
Kelsey was on 925.
925, okay.
So I guess this is the most updated, maybe?
Because somebody complained about it crashing right after the first stage.
Oh, I'm sure I can get to the end. I do think it's possible to get to the end of the first stage. I just don't know when I'll be able to do it. Maybe I can break the physics to my advantage. I don't know.
Channel the power of Tucker Bird's game.
I did get higher right there. Jumping does give you a little boost. This is so bad. I mean, there's one, like, first off, you're making a side game, but you can't light up your textures. You can't light up your walls. That itself is like, what? Anyways, I think there's another section where I need to go fast into it from the start and actually make it through at the start. What? I think I was already moving before everything loaded in. There is an alternative here, though. I might be able to... I'm back here again. What do you want me to do? I don't want to quit, though, because I actually have a checkpoint I don't want to lose. I have an idea, though.
I should have known something when the game had Suffer in its title.
Wait, I have an idea. Oh, okay. Yeah, that seems like a slightly more effective way to do it. I have to go up a bigger ramp that I can't go up. Okay, cool. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, Dev, how am I supposed to do this? The spring bounces me into the middle of the ramp. That almost worked. That should kill my momentum, but apparently I can go up it, sort of. But eventually I will fall. You notice how they like the giant loops like to reject you at like the upper corners? Like right here. There it is. Dev, what do you expect out of the player? What do you expect me just to... I have a thought. Oh, no! I had it! If I just got a little more momentum, I would have just casually coasted along the ceiling, probably. Come on! I actually don't understand how this was made this way. Like, I just physically do not understand why you would make this in this state, you know? Yeah, I don't have enough speed to stay on the ceiling.
And what confuses me also is we're obviously failing, and yet we aren't losing any lives?
Yeah, I figured that was a boon at first, but now I wonder if that's just actually to punish you more. Also, for some reason, when the game loads, I get 22 orbs, and I don't know why. I actually want to try something. I think there's another route, and I'm trying... Huh. Try to get to it, I guess. Oh, I found a big ring, guys. I found a big ring. Wow. Dang it.
big, very thin ring.
It was very thin. It's anemic, just like this game. Look at that! Look at that! Did you notice how much speed I had and then I just lost it all? It's amazing how bad this is, actually. Yeah, I thought today's theme would be quirky. I guess this counts. When you have something this broken, I guess it's pretty quirky.
I know why you lost it, because you hit that ledge that's sticking out of the wall.
Yeah, level design 101. Make your walls actually link properly. This doesn't even apply to Sonic games, but it definitely applies to a Sonic game. The only thing I can think of doing is... You know, I do believe this is a bit of a unorthodox way of doing it. I'm just gonna see something. Do I start the checkpoint? No, I restart the whole level. Okay. So this might be a little unorthodox, but I believe Open Surge has debug controls, but I don't know what they are. Could somebody help me figure out what those are?
Try F12.
F12 just...
It says no way on the screen if I press it. No way!
So much for debug.
Oh my god.
Was that the debug controls?
That was.
So this dev, who can't even put their walls together correctly, still have the sense, still put the effort in to disable debug. Okay. I'm glad that you disabled the only way to play your game. Oh, I won't spend much longer on this, but apparently there's a full game here. This is the thing that's flabbergasted me a little. There's a full game here, guys. Like, there's actually a game here. Like, there's multiple levels. I'm actually really impressed with that one guy who managed to complete it. The first stage, that is. The guy who completed the first stage you mentioned? Impressed by him. They did a good job. Because, like, how? How did they do it?
This is just so deplorable.
It's visual. By the way, another reason it's visually hard to look at is I just realized the frame rate is not 60 FPS. It is janky as heck. Open Surge isn't normally this janky. I don't know what they did, but it's very janky if you notice. So disable debug. Is there any way to undisable debug? That's my next question. The only reason I'm still playing is because I observed there's multiple paths. I want to try one of the paths that didn't look so bad. Well, I don't know if it actually looks bad or not. I just know that it's not the path I was doing, so it naturally sounds better. There should be a checkpoint around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, I need to be careful not to hit the next checkpoint at that one. You know, that one place I was at? I need to avoid that one if possible. Because I definitely fell down, and then I got to that area. So I know it's possible to go somewhere else. Right there! Did you see that?
When the rail broke?
Yeah. And there too. There's two falls. There's two falls you can do.
How are we supposed to know when that's coming?
Just do. There's a checkpoint very near here. I'm being careful.
Time to wait for the timer.
No, there's a pit. So if I do best the two jumps, I can just hit that pit. Okay. You know, it's Sonic games are about their routing, but usually it's to achieve a faster time or a better score, not to win.
Keep the level.
Well, I have to say the music low quality issue definitely left my thoughts very quickly due to everything else. By the way, that's the jump there. If I have that speed and I just jump the rail, it looks like I can make it. It looks like I can make it to the other rail. I see I jump at the right time. By the way, another reason that it's very easy to mess up there. Well, I have bad news. Every path leads to the same place.
Oh no.
I just took a different path and still ended up here. I guess I didn't take the highest path, but I'm pretty sure it goes there too. Yeah. I know I can do this. It's just a mystery how I actually go any further.
It is a mystery.
Like, if that red string was angled such that you landed nicely on the ledge, keeping its momentum, then sure, maybe you could do something like that. But I don't think there's any achievable way of actually maintaining momentum up the... I did a weird bounce. I did a weird bounce instead of sticking to the ledge that time. Okay. And you want to know why I fall specifically there at the ceiling? I figured out why. There's a flag blocking the way. But this wall doesn't match up to the ramp. There's a little gap, and thus I fall off the wall. Instead of sticking to the ceiling, I'm not sticking to the ceiling, basically. I might stick to it if I had tons of speed, but... Alright. So that's how you make a terrible game. Got it. Okay.
The only other thing I can think of is trying to go down the normal way and jumping before you hit that one ledge. And see if you can maintain your speed there.
Okay. I mean, there's also the maybe go up this way, but literally every button just jumps. It really feels like I'm missing a control, doesn't it?
I meant down here with...
Wait! I'm missing a control! I'm missing a control! Up! Up does this!
It pushes... Of course you're on a fucking skateboard. Of course you should be able to push.
Okay, Dev, I want to point something out to you. You said, instead of listing the controls, you know, like the super important, hey, by the way, I have this feature where you can speed up by pressing up a bunch, which is unique to my game. Instead of saying that, they said check the controls. Well, OpenSearch default control list, look what it says. The OpenSearch default control list just assumes you're playing a Sonic game. So up is up. Not up is dash forward with acceleration. Dev, there is literally no reason whatsoever why you wouldn't use the Sage page. Like, you can write this page as long as you want. You did not run out of characters. You didn't have a character limit for writing. You could have just said the controls. Make sure to press up to speed up. I get it, because skateboard, like you said, it makes sense, but I checked the controls. The controls were standard Sonic controls. Nothing here made sense. So that's how that one guy beat that level, by the way.
He thought to press up.
He figured out up. Was there a manual in the menu? No, the menu had nothing. It doesn't even have an there isn't even an options menu in the menu. I mean, let's go all the way back. Here, back, new game, back. Story mode. Lock, back. Title screen. So the dev just lazily said check controls because there is a basic. And here, by the way, if you're like, what do you mean check controls? Maybe it's something obvious in the folder. Here's the folder. Let me show you the. I just want to show you guys. Here's the full folder page, right? Like this is just stuff. This is stuff for my save setup. This is the game folder. Games right here. There's a README. It's the basic open search README that doesn't tell you anything. I guess if I do this, I can like look at some images. Yeah, there's some basic images and stuff. I mean, maybe the controls are listed explicitly buried in one of these folders? Inputs? I don't know. But I think at this point, it's not really fair to say that look for the, just read the controls. Yeah, no. What? I think what boggles me here is why didn't you just say it on the Sage page? You said everything else about the game on the Sage page, but, the controls, the players gotta work for those. For some reason. Alright, now for the beginning, let me demonstrate what happens if I just tap up a bunch. It's a critical function you just didn't say. Yeah, even he could have printed it on the Sage page. There's so many developers on their Sage pages saying what their controls are. Most Sage developers will mention their controls, especially if they're weird. Okay, so even if you do use up, it turns out you can also use the speed up to also break the game in a different way. I left the level and it doesn't know what to do. It didn't even kill me properly. It just doesn't know what happened. Alright. Tapping directional key makes sense. Also, this is a Sonic game, so I definitely try, down and jump to like try to do a spin dash or something. Which, by the way, why couldn't it just been tied to that? Well, I can play the game now, but man, I'm salty. So that makes up for all the terrible like geometrical placement and level design stuff. You're just supposed to do that. By the way, I'd like to know, when I just left a level and the game crashed, all I did that entire run, I didn't press left, right, jump, I just hit up a bunch. And that's what happened when I did that. Yeah, also pressing up doesn't always help. Also, what's really terrible to those death pits? They slope down into their death. They look safe, right? Because they slope down. Like, you think something that slopes down is like something you can use. But no. I think I give up. I don't blame you. But I'm gonna beat the stage, if nothing else, because I can.
Epic, giving the horrible score out of 10 in place of Sheikah.
If Sheikah was here, that would be an interesting... Be interesting how they would be reacting right now.
Oh my god.
Even as a beginner developer, I can't understand the decisions this developer has made. I guess is how I'd put it. I mean, now that I know that I can press up, sure, that's definitely making it more playable, but that doesn't solve all the problems this game has, unfortunately. Up out of 10. Only up out of 10. Remember how everybody was dreading me playing that only up Sonic game? And then I played it and I had a good time and I didn't get frustrated? Yeah, it's funny how the game that's like, oh yeah, that's a premise for a troll game. But what's weird is that the troll games can be good. That got shown by that. Oh, anyways, I could probably beat this level. What I really don't understand, though, even getting past this thing that I've now learned, why is there a time left? In fact, if you look at that timer, if you never die in a level, and you hit, because I'm dying, I'm respawning at checkpoints, so I'm making progress using the checkpoints, but I imagine that if you never die, and you hit the checkpoints, whether you hit the checkpoints or not, you never die, I think you'd still die to the time left before you got to the end. In other words, I think you have to die and respawn at a checkpoint to continue, I mean. I think it's required. Oops. I'm actually dying more because I'm pressing up. Because now I'm just going so fast I can't react to things. What's that?
Welcome back, Reese. Now,
No.
maybe you can take this game to your commander and say, "Hey, we've got a new weapon."
Oh, by the way, when you're on the rails, you can't jump. So when the rail falls, I can't do anything about it. Just to say.
Too bad right now I don't have any commanders.
Whee!
Yeah, technically I have no commander. I'm transition.
I hope that goes well for you.
That's good. I'm taking some leave time, so I have my PC set up at least.
That's good. Is that enough speed up things? Oh, we did it. Suffering got through Act 1. Good. Okay, that's way too high a cool bonus for a game that is this lame. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a lovely sound. Can I skip that? Oh, I can't skip that. I have to wait. That's nice. I don't mean to do too much with the reaction. I don't mean harsh, but damn, up. No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Epic. This is making some missteps that just shouldn't happen. That could have been easily avoided. Alright, class. Today we're learning about the mitochondria. Why am I sleeping on a bench?
Powerhouse.
Oh,
The powerhouse of the cell.
Can anyone tell us what it is? Anyone? Yes, Lena. Thanks for raising your hand. I can't read this text. What? Oh, the S's. Look, the S's are divided. You know what's going on? Look at the teacher text. I think the dev messed up the kerning on his text, so it's all broken. It's not like anyone else raised their hand this stupid class anyways. Wow, teacher.
Ugh.
I'm not too sure about this one. Can I photo? Was this me just getting to school? Can I photo friend? It really isn't
Yeah, I
this
had a
hard.
feeling
Seriously,
that's
okay,
what-
phone your friend. Okay, stickers.
I had a
I
feeling
should-
that's what the time limit was for.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that whenever I die, class takes longer to start. Ha ha ha! God, what in the world do you guys want? Wow, your hair is as messy as this game. Can a kid just sleep in class when he's not supposed to? Can I just use the bathroom? I don't know, can you? Nah, may I? Alright, but you're still gonna answer my question. You come back. Find the school isn't get invaded by a battalion of killer robots, that is. Splash cold water in your face while you're at it. School is so stupid. I wish I could drop out of this place, but I'm sure high school can and will be worse. My mom definitely won't let me drop out either way. Why in the world are those sphere robot things doing outside? I don't have much of a good feeling for this day. This day is just getting weirder and weirder. Should I tell anyone? Should I run and stay and see what happens? What's that noise? Sounds like people yelling. Should I tell anyone? I think they'll notice. Wait, stop! Where are you guys going? You guys could hurt someone. Stop! You're all gonna trample one another. Okay, act. Jeez, I get we're in a 2D plane, but at least watch where you're going. Ah, meta references. I think I'm alright for the most parts. Well, the door's wide open, as we'll go back out and investigate these robots. Okay. Why is audio so bad this stage? This game... Something about the way they're processing it, I guess. So, a robot, hi. Okay, I can... Oh, Suddenly I'm not on my skateboard. Oh, suddenly I have Sonic controls. Suddenly it plays like a Sonic game and not something horrible. Okay, interesting. I think it's a bold decision to have the first level be not the main gameplay.
I think he was going for a city escape kind of thing.
Well, it ended up being just a, I want to escape the game sort of escape. The developer is very lucky I figured out the up button. I have to know if there's bosses. That's why I'm still going. I need to see the boss.
Show me the boss.
You know, I hope that lives don't suddenly lives suddenly matter now. Good! I just had that random thought. I wonder if lives matter now. They do. I lost one.
Yeah, it's weird how they just flipped the game, like everything was working on it.
Actually gives all controls for the first... Yeah, now it kind of controls like a Sonic game. The animations are weird, but it does... Also, all these death pits. My goodness. I'm just gonna go slow. I don't trust anything. I'd like to note that he puts warning signs next to death pits, but also there's death pits he hasn't done that with. So that level of inconsistency makes me not trust any of them.
Bear back.
Oh no! Okay, bye. I ran down a pit. I was very scared. Are those monitors? I guess they're like ring monitors. Ring monitors that turn into spikes afterwards! Eek! They're not actually spikes, but They look like it. Okay, what is up with all these death pits? I can't even... By the way, another terrible thing, I don't know if you noticed, but if you reach the edge of a ledge and it's a death pit and then you jump, you can't see where you're going. The platform, you can't see where you're landing anymore. So I'm doing all these death pit jumps blind with a leap of faith and hoping there's not another death pit right after one because I'd probably fall into it.
And this kid is just oozing, look, I'm a badass with his expression and just...
There! I did it! I did exactly what I said! Wait, I'm not dead. Oh.
He's trying too hard.
Oh, it drains your orbs over time. Okay. Can I escape? Oh, I actually did! Oh my gosh. So you know how in Sonic, if you get hit, you drop your rings, but you can pick them up? Well, here, there's iframes where you can't. What? How? Okay, sure, I'll take it. Anyways, during my iframes, the rings bounce off of me, the orbs. They bounce off of me, and I can't pick them up. Why? Why did you do that? So, you know, when I'm at 0 orbs because I just got hit, naturally, the orbs, I can't collect them then. That would be silly. I will say the sewer water is strangely forgiving and also saved me somehow. It drains your orbs except for when it doesn't, and also if you're at 0 orbs, I guess it bounces you up. I guess. That's nice of it, I guess. I guess I'll just be hanging out here for a little bit. Oh. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, so it drains your orbs, but when you get to 0, it's like, alright, well, I've had enough of you, goodbye. And it lets you jump. It lets you jump only then. What?
Our feet go completely backwards when we jump normally like that.
What? Oh no, you're right! We break our feet every time we do a spring jump. Yeah, it's weird. It feels like it's the normal Sonic, like, zoom, but it feels like the screen is zoomed in the same way as a normal Sonic game, and yet in this, it feels like I'm just dying because I can't see what's happening. It's weird.
I can see the Sonic Advance vibes because Sonic Advance was zoomed in a bit.
And also all the springs that boost you and stuff, very advanced style. Okay, there's no bosses, and here's another Silent Sanctuary. Okay, we've entered Rome. If the level design does not at all improve this zone, then we're done. Which probably means we're done. But, you know, let's just take a look. I mean, here's the sad thing. I think the art's okay. Like, it's too busy. This stage feels better, though. I like this background, actually. It looks pretty neat. Actually, this doesn't hurt my eyes, unlike the first stage. I think the first stage, they wanted to go all out, so they added all these city graphics. They put so many in. But in the process, they made it so busy it was hard to look at, you know?
Yeah, I see that.
Wait, there's an animation here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like it was a misguided attempt. Like, they tried very hard with the graphics, but in that, they've also made the game terrible. Especially for the first zone. Okay. But that's the sad thing. Like, they tried really hard. It's like oh, yep, more death pits. Okay, cool. And they're not marked this time. Cool. Death pits are something you should use sparingly in a Sonic game. That's how I feel. Spike pits, sure, because you can escape those, and you take a penalty, but you can survive it. But
I mean, isn't that the whole thing? Like, at least the original Sonic games, that like the lower you go, the harder it gets. So it promotes you to try and get high.
Yeah. Jokes aside,
really?
Yes.
Was that the whole idea behind that? Huh.
Yeah. It pretty much just penalized you for going lower.
Wah! Okay, did you notice everything that just happened there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I was having trouble existing, I think. But yeah, What? Yeah, I agree. What the heck? So remember that entire solid floor? Yeah, it stopped being that for some reason for me. I found a save into the back rooms, I think. What the heck happened there? Okay, yeah, wait. Oh, wait. Wait.
No.
No.
No!
Your game sucks. I'm sorry. I see. Listen, I'll be nice in this sense. I see the effort. Oh, I didn't mean to select the game yet. I was trying to go back. I actually see the graphical work. Like, it's not perfect. The graphics are definitely not perfect. Like, the checkpoints barely standing out and mixing with other lights and stuff. But I could definitely say that I see a lot of effort being put into this visually.
Did you see that?
What?
Sorry, that was just my mother finding one of her yarn balls off far from where it should be, and the cat in question on my bed just stretching and yawning.
Cute.
As a cat does.
But yeah, I mean, the visual design is bad in the sense that the way it's mixed together, it's too busy. It looks bad. Things don't have clarity. Who the heck would make a checkpoint grayscale? That thing should pop because it's important. You need to hit it. It saves your progress. Also, yeah, I didn't find any. I didn't think I. Maybe if I collected 100 orbs, I'd get an extra life. But as far as I can tell, there's no 1-up monitors or anything. So I guess you have 3 lives and that's it, and then you die. Then you lose because there's no saving. I guess too. This was a terrible experience. I see the level of work that the dev put into this, but Dev, you need so many testers. You need so much feedback. You need to actually present the controls in like anywhere because you did it. You just left the open source default controls, but that's not telling how to control your skateboard thing at the first level, which you literally need to know to beat it. So, Dev, you need to Dev, rethink this. This is. I see what you're trying to do. And I don't think that's bad, but like you messed up really hard here. You need to go back and refine, polish, and get tons of feedback. Get some people involved that are willing to be critical. It's a real mess. Also, no, I'm not going to play your whole game if you give me 3 lives, have bottomless pits all over the place, and I can't even continue from the last zone I was at. I think I'm lucky to have even gotten to the second zone then, thinking about it. But, yeah, that was Sufferix. What do you guys think?
I think you, Dev, you obviously have been working on this a lot. 4 years. But 4 years and you didn't run this by a number of game testers. Or worse, you ran this only by your friends and you took them at their word when they said it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Either you have bad friends or something else. Look, keep making games. Keep trying. This is a great first effort, but I would not put this past a D+.
For a first game, there's a lot of like visual design and stuff going on that I wouldn't expect somebody making a first game. But honestly, I'd prefer to play somebody's first game that's a lot simpler, but it's more fun to actually control and play.
Yes, that's another thing. I know you're young, you're full of ambition. I'm full of ambition a lot. I make projects too big and stuff, but try to go simpler. Try to go smaller for your first game to get a feel for things.
Helps you figure out the fundamentals if your game is simple. The first one you make, or the first couple, and you can learn the fundamentals, and then you can take that to a more detailed game. Also, the 4 years thing. I imagine this doesn't feel like a 4 years project, right? But that's what it said. What I feel like is probably the case is that this was probably just something he was worked on. It was worked off and on here and there over the course of 4 years, so it wasn't like extremely like focused development throughout 4 years. Because if it was focused development throughout 4 years, then well, I mean, the art kind of indicates a lot of work put in. But like, yeah, it feels very messy for something that's a 4 year project. I expected more from this because it said it was a 4 year project. But I'm thinking it's probably more of an off and on project. That probably total number of dev hours is probably a little less than I'm thinking. But yeah. Any other thoughts though? I do encourage them to I agree with you, Fair, though. I encourage them to keep trying. I just think that they need to work on fundamentals, and they definitely need to work on polish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's all our thoughts, though. Yeah, I don't want to tear this apart, but it's not fun. It's not playable. It's really not. It's barely playable. I feel like you could theoretically beat this on the 3 lives if you memorize the levels and know everything that's going on, but it still wouldn't be a fun experience, though. So yeah, that was Sufferix, Attack of X. Go ahead.
Like, I'd rather play this than the Atari ET, but
But yeah, I think most of the Sage games we played so far, I'd rather play over this. Honestly, there are maybe a couple that I would say, oh wait, no, those are worse. But yeah, it's this was definitely not a good experience. So, but that was Sufferix Attack of X. I do encourage you, Dev, to keep trying. But yeah, this one needs some work. So I wish you luck on your future endeavors. But that's will be all for now. Let's move on to something else.